I'm your host, Joshua.
I'm your host, Ariel. And we're the Midnight Guild.
Welcome back, everybody. Finally, we are here to bring you an episode.
Hello. We are back.
Honey, it's been some trying times.
We took a sabbatical.
Actually, I got the pneumonia.
He did, honey. He was sick as hell.
I was like, honey, I took to the bed.
But no, that's not the only reason. We have just been super busy. And it is what it is. And, a lot of shows take hiatuses.
And I was dying for 2 weeks. So.
And, honey, we were super busy during the holidays. Super busy during the holidays.
But we're back now.
Life is just lifed us. We're back.
We're back, honey.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. We're not going to say better than ever, but we're all right.
We're good.
Yeah,
we're all good.
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
Let's see. There is so much to talk about, honey.
Honey, everything's
falling apart.
It has, honey. In a handbasket, honey. Gone to hell in a handbasket.
Literally, honey. Shit be crazy, and you just got to smile through it, because if you don't, you're going to fucking cry. There's so much going on. So, literally, just like in the early hours of the morning, or was it yesterday morning?
Honey, I don't know. Apparently, World War III is among us.
Upon
us, rather.
The U.S., so us, because, we don't know where people are watching. Oh, I know. I was going to add them.
Yeah.
So, us, if you're not from the U.S., we're in the U.S. I just said that. Sorry, my bad. And then Israel. Apparently, we bombed Iran. And our countries took out the leader of Iran and his family.
Something like that. So now we've got beef with everybody, honey. I mean, even Switzerland don't like us. And they like everybody.
To our knowledge, at this time, it seems like our Congress, the U.S.'s Congress, was not happy. Because I don't think they gave no go-ahead, honey.
No, I don't think
I feel like we'd heard about it.
I don't, yeah, because, they do the big announcements with the flags. And
they tell us the conferences, honey. They tell us stuff.
So now we're at beef, and I just want to tell little Iran that, honey, listen, who you're looking for is not us, okay? He's either in Washington or Florida. All right? Look for him there.
Don't come to Tennessee.
Don't come for us, honey. We are not the ones. Please.
We're just living our lives, honey.
We are.
They're doing all this without our citizens knowing shit.
And let's see, another biggie that's in the news, honey, the Epsteins.
Ugh.
Oh, honey, it's awful. Everybody's involved.
Honey, honestly, if you, I wish I didn't know what I knew. One of my good friends, one of my best friends, honestly, was reading them to me, because we were just chilling over the FaceTime and talking, and she was going through it. She was like, I should have never read them. But she's like, I have to tell somebody. She was like, I have to decompress. And I was like, girl, tell me. I'm so stupid. I wish I would have never said that.
Yes, because once you read it, you can't unread it.
Literally, if you have a hard time hearing bad things, especially when it comes to children,
it's horrible
and stuff like that. Definitely, I would hardcore recommend that you don't read them if it's something that's going to live rent free in your head. Because I'm that kind of person where it lives rent free in my head, and that's all I think about.
And
and it makes you sick.
Every other country in the world is bringing people up on charges, and people are being arrested. Even former princes are being arrested.
Exactly.
Here in America, no.
That's one thing I was going to bring up, is that Prince Andrew was former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested. Bitch.
Yeah,
they're literally arresting a former member of the he's still a member of the royal family, but a former
prime
prince,
minister.
But we're not
nothing.
Even the ones that we know, our government knows for sure that they did nefarious things.
So we would just like Pam Bondi to know that there is a special place in hell for you.
Yeah, what is it that she said? That if they brought all the people to justice or something like that. I'm not saying it verbatim, but basically the whole system would fall apart.
And frankly,
and I'm like, bitch,
that we should not care, because the Dow is above 50,000. Sweetie, we don't care about the Dow. We want to see child
behind fucking bars. Honestly, I'd want you to throw them under the fucking prison.
We are tired of the Epstein files, and we're ready for the Epstein trials.
And bitch, you're not fucking fooling us, and y'all don't none of you be fooled.
Mm-mm.
Don't none of you be fooled.
Exactly. It's a cover up.
This shit with Iran, this shit with Venezuela, this shit with ICE. Oh, I don't even think we can. No, we're going to say it. Fuck it. I don't care.
We don't give a fuck.
No, I'm saying I don't want us to flag us for talking about ICE, but I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
the shit with, like, all the things I just named, the shit with ICE, these literally murdering the citizens of this country. This is all a distraction. Okay, this is all a distraction to distract us away from the Epstein files and bringing those dirty motherfuckers
To justice.
Because they're the people that's leading us. Don't forget, don't be blindsided by all this shit. Keep demanding that they give us all of the files unredacted.
So now you're pretty much caught up to date on current events.
Oh, no, we can't forget to talk about Bill and Hillary.
Oh, yeah.
They were brought in for questioning.
Yes, they're
individually.
6-hour-long depositions.
Yeah, and then that dumbass, what was her name?
Lauren Boebert.
That took a picture of Hillary, even though it was supposed to be private. They were literally going to release it to the public the next day. That's what I don't understand is, like, why are you taking a picture like this as a secret? They were doing the questions, and then Bill and Hillary got to do a press conference the next day about it.
Well, see, the reason why it's such a big deal is because from the get-go, Bill and Hillary wanted an open...
Yes, I knew that.
Cameras brought in everything. But...
Remember that, guys. Yeah, they wanted us to be able to listen live.
They wanted it all done in an
open setting for any citizen to watch.
But, the Republicans said no. They wouldn't let it happen.
Strike one.
So when they agreed to that, no pictures can be taken inside.
No, that's literally illegal.
Yeah, so she literally broke the law by doing that. And, my whole thing is, like, they're painting Bill and Hillary out to be these villains. And they may be. I don't know. I don't know. But for a administration who's all about transparency, they're being the least transparent.
100% agree.
That they can be. I mean, what are you trying to hide? What are you afraid that Bill and Hillary might say?
Well, see, not only that, Trump ran, a huge part of his campaign was, I will release the Epstein files.
Yes.
I will release them, and the people that's in them will be brought to justice.
And now what's happening now?
Do you guys remember a couple months ago when he told us there wasn't any files? After telling us there was files. And then, magically, the files that are non-existent get released.
And I happen to recall something on there too about there would be no more wars. Like, they were making yard signs.
What happened to I'm a president of peace?
If you vote Kamala, your sons will be sent to war. That was literally what was said. So you didn't vote Kamala, sense. And your sons are still going off to war. So
make it make sense.
I mean, the president of peace has bombed 8 countries this year.
And sent out basically the equivalent to what is their names that were in Nazi Germany?
Oh, the Gestapos?
Yes, they literally sent out ICE, which is the equivalent of that. What you just said, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it.
We'll just call them Nazis, what they are.
Okay, yeah, literally, you're sending out basically the equivalent of the Nazi. You're acting like this is Nazi Germany by sending out ICE to literally, you say you're looking for illegal immigrants. I find it really fucking funny that a lot of them are here on work visas, or because they're in school, or are literally in the process of becoming a citizen. Like, literally, that's what they're waiting.
And tell me how a 5-year-old is a drug dealer.
Make it make sense. Because I swear, they think we are all so stupid. Don't stop, guys. Don't stop talking about it, because the sooner we stop talking about it, nobody's gonna pay for this shit.
So, yeah, the world is
held in a handbag.
Yeah. Gone to shit. America is teetering. We'll see which way we fall. But we're definitely tripped up right now. So yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we won't dwell. Obviously we do our little current events at the beginning, but we won't dwell because we won't dwell. Let's not dwell, because literally, honey, we're here to talk about all things spooky, scary, and true crimey.
I'll pull up your Reddit.
Yes, honey, we're going to blind react to some Reddit stories today, because we're just trying to be cash with our first episode back. But honey, don't you worry. I've got at least 5 topics ready to go.
Oh, yeah, honey. Yeah.
I'm ready.
I got a few stories about Egypt. I laid up in bed.
Oh, my God, yes.
I laid up in bed and literally watched documentaries during my, my extended sickness.
Oh, my God, I'm so excited.
Honey, the consumption.
This one is titled, well, first of all, it comes from the Reddit thread True Scary Stories.
Ooh.
This one is called Something Was Standing in the Middle of the Highway at 2 a.m. This happened about 8 months ago. and I still think about it every time I drive late at night. I was coming back from a friend's place in another city, and it was already past 2 a.m., so the highway was basically empty except for the occasional truck. I actually like driving at that hour because it's quiet and there's no traffic stress, so I had music playing low and was just cruising along, not really thinking about anything. I remember I was on the long straight stretch of the road with no streetlights, just my headlights in the darkness on both sides, when I noticed something far ahead in my lane. At first, I thought it was a road sign, or maybe like a cardboard box that had fell off a truck, because it wasn't moving at all. But as I got closer, my headlights started to light it up more clearly, and I realized it wasn't an object. It was shaped like a person, standing right in the middle of the highway. I immediately slowed down because obviously that didn't make sense. There were no nearby cars, no broken down vehicles, nothing that would explain why someone would just be standing there at that time of night. The closer I got, the more uneasy I felt, like my brain was trying to warn me before I fully understood what I was seeing. The figure looked tall and thin, and wasn't trying to wave me down or move out of the way. It was just standing there, facing my direction, completely still. I remember thinking maybe it was someone drunk or injured, so I slowed almost to a stop, about 20 or 30 feet away. My headlights were fully on it now, and that's when I noticed something that made my stomach drop. It wasn't reacting to the light at all. Most people would shield their eyes or step aside, but it didn't move, not even slightly. It just stood there. I leaned forward a little, over my steering wheel, trying to see its face, and I swear I couldn't make out any features. It was like it was dark and it looked blank, like the light was wasn't reflecting off of a face at all. Right when I was trying to figure out what I was looking at, it suddenly took one slow step towards my car. Not a stumble, not a normal walk, just one deliberate step. That was enough for me. I didn't wait to see anything else. I hit the gas and swerved around it. And as I passed, I glanced to the side of the half of the thing for a second, and there was nothing there. No person beside my window, no shadow behind me, nothing in the mirror when I checked. It was just an empty road again, like it had never been there. I actually pulled over about a minute later because my hands were shaking so bad that I couldn't hold the steering wheel steady. I kept replaying it in my head, trying to come up with a logical explanation, but nothing made sense. If it was a person, where did they go? In 2 seconds. There was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, just flat roadside and open ground. I eventually convinced myself I was tired and imagined it, but the thing is, I wasn't sleepy at all before that. And what still bothers me the most is that it isn't that it was standing there, it's that whatever it was waited until I got close to move. Honey, no. So that sounds like a shadow person.
Oh yeah. Now, I mean, in Kingsport, that could have been, just a crackhead, but
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying,
they're
honey.
always in the road.
You ain't lying. Like, it's a hazard.
It is.
Honey, okay, so what would you have done?
Oh, honey, I wouldn't. I don't even know if I would have swerved. I would not have stopped.
You would have swerved. You're so full of it. I definitely would have slowed down, but I would not have been trying to stop because that's fucking crazy. Because they weren't even trying to wave him down.
Yeah.
It'd be different if they looked like they were in distress. But I mean, that's fucking crazy as hell. The way I would be fucking horrified.
Mm-hmm.
Honey,
especially
my blood pressure would be through the roof.
I don't like the, when you're driving by yourself and it's at night. I don't care for that no how,
No, agreed. Here, I've got you one ready.
Okay.
Excited. This one sounds like a good title.
Oh. It haunted us for years. Is the name. Oh. My family moved to a small village in 1979. The village is along the highway where our people are originally from. We lived there for about 4 years. Then we moved back to our old small town. It was a sad It was a sad homecoming as I came back to no friends whatsoever. My mother had agreed to send me during summer for short visits with my best friend and cousin Laverne. All names are changed for privacy. So Laverne ain't real. I think it was 1986. I was 12 years old. I went there to visit, and it was the same cute little place, stifling hot as always in the summer, nothing to do but go to the little place with the pool tables and some video games. Her and I went there till around 10:30 or so. It wasn't a far walk to our house. We stopped at the train tracks and lit a joint. We stood in the dark, passing back and forth. We chatted about whatever we did since we last hung out, and it was nothing much, being that we were just kids still. At the train crossing, we stood at what used to be my house. It had burned down not long after we left, but still stood the small shed with one window that we never used. The glass was long gone, and so was the door. We could see right through the shed, as the door was aligned perfectly with the window. It was a fairly bright night, with no clouds and a huge moon above. Her and I had been staring at the shed for absolutely no reason at all, when a long, skinny shadow of a person stood up. Hello, Ababel. Long, skinny shadow of a person stood up into the window.
Oh, another shadow.
I felt my heart sink, and the world turned around and looked at me. All right, yeah. I looked at my friend, and she was still watching it, her eyes wide and her mouth gaping. Hi, baby. I looked back and saw it start to climb out the window. Run, she whispered with a shaking voice that I've never heard from her before. We ran as fast as we could down the road and around the bend until we reached her house. We stopped at the light pole, looked back from where we came from, and didn't see anything. We listened and didn't hear anything either. She said, "Look at me." I looked up and she asked, "Do I look stoned?" I shook my head, but I didn't actually comprehend her question whatsoever. She said, "You do." She said, "Just keep your head down and let's get right to my room." We went in the house and did what we planned. I asked her what she thinks that was. She replied, "It was probably just Vince trying to scare us." We didn't talk about it again. Eventually, I stopped going for visits and we drifted apart for many years. Last year,
Oh,
yeah, it keeps going. Last year, 2025,
I love an update.
I went on a small vacation. I had to stop in her city, so I messaged her on Facebook Messenger. I told her what hotel I will be at. She came to visit me, and we talked about a lot of stuff that went on in our lives. I brought up the shadow, and she told me something. I about stopped breathing too. She said she went to walk to the store during winter. She took the small road leading past the old cemetery that lays in the middle of the village. It was too cold to walk all the way around, so she just went for it. She got a short way through the road when she saw a shadow climb up from behind a stack of lumber. It stood tall and stared at her. It didn't seem to have eyes or even anything that resembled a face, but she could feel its energy burning into her. She stopped in her tracks and started back up. When it jumped off the lumber, she turned and ran. She was quite pregnant at the time, so running with any sort of speed was impossible. She got close to the main road. A hand reached in front of her face and covered her eyes. She couldn't see anything now.
Oh my God.
Pitch black and trying to escape, she tripped and fell into a ditch. Unable to see, she just yelled, "Jesus." It wasn't like a curse, it was more like a prayer. When she yelled it, the hand slid off of her head. She saw its long, skinny fingers slide to the side and disappear. She looked around. It was gone. I sat there in disbelief. I had been having a recurring nightmare of that exact same thing happening to me for many, many years. Same road, same hand, same word. I haven't had the dream since we discussed this, and I hope I never have it again. Sometimes I feel the need to drive back just to look down that road and pray. I pray it never finds us again.
Holy shit.
That's wild, ain't it?
Yeah, and it's crazy that the two stories that we picked right away were
Shadow
like the
people.
same thing. It sounded like the same entity.
Oh, could be.
That's
Could be.
creepy as fuck. It's also very creepy that that's the ones we chose. Well, I chose them both.
Honey.
Yeah, I chose them both.
What's going on in your life, Ariel?
Oh, this one sounds good if it's not too long. Oh, it's not. It's good. This one sounds creepy. It's called A Visitor Who Never Left.
Oh, like your period.
Dun, dun, dun. I was 18 years old, female, when this happened. At the time, I was living at home with my parents, who had recently moved far out into the countryside. Their farm was part of a tiny rural cluster, about 7 farms on one road.
Oh.
That night, I was home alone with our dog, a large Labrador. I was looking after the house until my parents came back the next day. It was around 11 p.m., and I was lying on the upstairs couch with a movie playing quietly on the TV, half asleep and relaxed in the stillness of the house. Then 3 loud knocks shattered the silence.
Oh.
They came from the front door downstairs, the door directly at the bottom of the staircase leading up to where I was. The sound was sharp and deliberate, not hesitant, not accidental. My dog sprang out of his bed beside me and started barking immediately. I tried to calm him, but he was beyond listening. He bolted down the stairs and positioned himself in front of the door, barking and growling into the darkness. Outside, the courtyard was completely black. I stood halfway down the staircase, my pulse hammering in my ears, and called out, "Hello?" Oh my God, that's typical scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
There was no reply, just silence. I called again, louder this time. "Hello?" Still nothing. The quiet that followed felt wrong, thick, and watchful. Oh my God, I know exactly what she's talking about. That feeling.
Mm-hmm.
After a moment that felt much longer than it was, I forced myself to move. I stepped down the rest of the stairs, my dog still tense at the door. Carefully, I opened it, just enough to lean my head outside. Bitch, don't ever do that again. What are you thinking? That's the stupidest thing you could have done. No shade, but like, honey, like you just are asking
She's
for it.
definitely a white girl.
Oh, 100%. There was nothing there. No lights, no movement, no footsteps fading away, only the dark courtyard and the cold night air. It felt like whoever or whatever that had knocked had simply just vanished. I shut the door quickly and locked every entrance to my house. My hands were shaking as I called my parents. They immediately contacted our neighbors, and a couple who lived nearby within minutes arrived. I explained what happened, still trying to steady my voice. They decided to walk around the barns and check the property. Those 10 minutes felt endless. When they returned, they said they hadn't found anything. Still, they strongly suggested that I come sleep in their guest room for the night. I told them it was probably just me overreacting if nothing had been found, but they kept insisting, more seriously than I expected, that it would be safer for me to come with them. I refused. I could not leave my dog alone. Before leaving, they told me to call immediately if anything else happened, no matter how small. When my parents returned the next day, they installed surveillance cameras outside the front door. They said it was to make me feel safer, especially since I was often home alone with the dog. A few months later, my parents were celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. During the evening, I found myself talking with a female neighbor. Oh, she must have stayed home again. I found myself talking with a female neighbor and thanked her again for coming over that night. They could write this a little better, but it's fine. Her expression shifted. She went quiet for a moment. Like something was weighing on her, and she didn't really know if she should say what was on her mind. Then she told me that she had to be honest with me. That night, shortly before my parents called her, she had been outside saying goodnight to her horses. The yard was completely still, no wind, no distant cars, nothing. That's when she heard it. Footsteps. Clear, deliberate footsteps crunching through the gravel in our courtyard. Not random, not hurried, slow, controlled, like someone was walking up the house with a purpose. She said the sound carried unnaturally well in the silence. The footsteps stopped right there in the yard. She waited for them to continue, to hear someone speak, a door, anything. But there was only a heavy, suffocating silence, and just moments later, my parents called her about the knocking. She told me she never heard those footsteps leave. Honey. I can't get over the fact that you opened the door.
Right.
Don't ever do that, bitch. Never, ever, ever.
Of course, it could have just been someone looking for Bell's Canyon.
Literally. If you're a true OG, you know.
Right.
Or if you like Mr. Ballin, you know. He's a storyteller on YouTube if you don't know, but he's super famous, so you probably should know if you're listening to this shit. But if not, look him up.
Look him up.
Again, I'm just saying, if you like the kind of stuff we talk about, most likely you like him. I get cracked up every time I tap your phone. I'm glad that I'm not shit, I'm going to jinx us probably, but I'm so glad that we found some good ones, because sometimes we pick them because we just go off the title.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Honey, sometimes they're shit.
They're so dumb. Let's see.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. We're not reading this one, but like this one, I don't understand why this is on this. I found a black bear deep in the woods. It smelled like cheap lavender shampoo.
His name was probably Larry. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He likes to be fresh.
Nothing wrong with lavender.
Ooh, this one sounds good. Let me see how long it is. No, okay, it's perfect. Perfect. The title of this one's good.
The title of this one is Someone Tried My Door Handle Every Night at 2:17 a.m. I never used to be paranoid about locking my door. I live alone in a small rented portion at the end of a quiet street where nothing unusual ever really happens. Girl, that's
what they all say.
You know, it's the kind of place where neighbors know each other and nights are usually silent. That's why the first time I heard the sound, I convinced myself it was nothing. I woke up randomly in the middle of the night to a soft metallic click. At first I thought it was part of a dream, but then I heard it again, a slow, careful rattle. It was my front door handle being pressed down. I grabbed my phone. 2:17 a.m. I froze in bed, staring into the darkness, listening as the handle moved once more.
Ugh.
Gently, like someone was testing it without wanting to make noise. After a few seconds it stopped. No footsteps, no voices, just silence. The next morning I told myself it was probably the wind or the metal shifting because of the temperature, even though deep down I knew exactly what it sounded like. The second night, I was awake when it happened. I remember checking the time at 2:16 a.m. before putting my phone down. Exactly 1 minute later, I heard it again. Click, rattle.
Ooh.
Slow this time, more deliberate. My heart started pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. Whoever was outside wasn't aggressively trying to break in. They were calmly testing the handle, like they were hoping tonight might be the night I forgot to lock it. I didn't move. I didn't turn on any lights. I just lay there, completely still, until it stopped. By the third night, I knew it wasn't random. I turned off all the lights and sat quietly in the living room, staring at the door. When 2:17 a.m. came around, the handle slowly pressed down right in front of my eyes. The door shifted slightly in its frame, but the lock held. My entire body went cold. I forced myself to look through the peephole, and that's when I realized something even worse. Whoever it was wasn't standing directly in front of the door. They were positioned slightly to the side, out of view, like they knew how peepholes worked. I installed a small motion camera the next day. On the fourth night, at exactly 2:17 a.m., my phone buzzed with a notification. Motion detected. My hands were shaking as I opened the app. A man in a dark hoodie stood beside my door. His face wasn't fully visible, but I could clearly see his mouth. He was smiling. Not nervously, not angrily, calmly. Like this was routine for him. He gently tried the handle twice, then leaned closer to the door for a moment before stepping back and walking out of the frame. The police took it serious after seeing the footage and increased patrols in the area. After that, it stopped. No more rattling. No more 2:17 a.m. visits. Months have passed now, and technically I'm safe, but I still wake up almost every night around the same time, instinctively checking the clock as it turns from 2:16 to 2:17. The door hasn't moved again, yet I can't shake the feeling that he wasn't in a hurry to get inside. It felt like he was patient, like he was waiting for one small mistake. And sometimes, when I step outside in the evening, I catch myself scanning the street, half expecting to see a man in a hoodie standing at the corner, not looking at the houses, just looking at mine. Pew pew.
That's what I don't. I'm like, girl. The way I would have left the door unlocked and been ready.
Right. Pew pew.
I would have had literally like two of my friends there, hunkered down in like the kitchen. We'll say like it's close to the kitchen. That's what I imagine is like there's the door, the living room, then the kitchen, and the steps like up in between or something. But like the way I would have my friends in position.
Right. Alexis, play bodies hit the floor.
Literally, the way I would have been like, let him come in. Let him come in. Nobody make a move until he's in the middle of the damn room, bitch.
Entrez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
And then all of us just tackle him. Because well, we would have to make sure he didn't have a weapon. But we would have Alexa lock all the doors.
Yeah.
And have all my bitches come out with their own pew-pews.
Yeah.
And just hold him hostage until the cops get there.
Much.
And then, yes, and have Alexa play Bodies Hit the Floor. Absolutely.
The bodies hit the floor. The bodies hit the floor.
Guys, if you have not seen those videos, look them up on TikTok. Like, let's say I'm trying to like Alexa, like home security or something like that. And the videos are priceless. It's like for an intruder. Like they'll wait for, like if an intruder comes in, you say, Alexa, there's an intruder in the house or whatever. And like all the lights dim down and like it'll be like red. And Alexa will light it up red. And then whatever song you chose to like scare the shit out of them. Some people have done like messages like, bitch, you picked the wrong house. And then Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses starts playing. Or it'll be like, oh, you just fucked up and picked the wrong house, buddy. And then you hear the doors lock and then Let the Bodies Hit the Floor start playing. It's fabulous. I want it so bad. What would we pick?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God, think about it. What would you pick to be
okay.
if Alexa could lock all the doors?
So this might be a little bit macabre, but I think we should go like real old school, like some like Ralph Stanley, like that Death O Death song.
I'm gonna tell you mine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would have Tiptoe Through the Tulips start coming on.
Oh my gosh. Yes, with the
tiptoe through the window.
Yeah.
Oh my God, would that not be fucking perfect?
Oh, that would.
Scare the absolute fuck out of them.
Very American Horror Story.
Yeah, and just hope that they've seen the first Insidious.
Oh.
Because that's what plays. Yeah, and just hope that they would be so scared. But what did you say, Ralph Stanley? What?
Oh, that Death O Death song.
Oh no, see, that would be good too. Like literally either or would be fantastic.
Like with the old timey banjo-y version.
Oh, 100%.
So they think they've done walked in the wrong turn or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Either one of those I feel like is classic.
Yeah.
Would they even hear it over all our dogs barking?
Probably not. Abe on the corner. Meow!
He looked at me like, what the hell?
So don't talk about me like I'm not here, guys.
He's like, I know that was about me. All right, we're going to do one more, guys.
One more, then we have a barbecue to go to.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking hungry.
I could probably eat that thing.
I'm so hungry right now.
We're supposed to take something.
Hell, we didn't even know about it till today, remember? We thought we were just visiting.
I feel bad me taking the dessert or nothing.
We could, I don't know what they'd have at the Dollar General. No. This one's a short one.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. This one is just simply called Someone is Knocking on My Windows.
Oh.
You sounded like that was such a sweet thing. Oh my God, they're knocking on the window.
That could be like, hi.
What a bunch of cuties.
Hi, sir.
Thanks for stopping by.
So out of all the windows, you chose mine.
That'd be you with the guy that kept coming to the house. Why are you trying to get in here? Wow.
How you doing? What's your FICO?
Okay, here we go. Hello, this is my first time writing something like this, so feel free to ask for more info if I don't give enough.
Oh, Lord.
I, 18 female, recently moved back into my old bedroom at my dad's house. The neighborhood is relatively safe, no crimes or break-ins, just a good old southern area. Moving back has been hard, so it's making me rethink on this a lot, and I just need some clarification. Wednesday, February 4th at 10:45 p.m. I'm in my room, on the phone with my friend, planning our sleepover. I'm in the middle of doing my lashes while she's kind of off screen, and all of a sudden I hear a loud 3 knocks on my window. Tap, tap, tap. My heart dropped and I said her name. She was like, what's up? And I asked if she knocked on something in her room, and she was like, no. I get up and go to my dad's room, who was passed out, and I told him to come look. Still groggy, he got up and came to check for me, which there was nothing there. He told me no one could reach the window as it's about 9 to 10 feet high off the ground. I get in bed and I fall asleep. Saturday, February 6th at 10:56 p.m. Again, I'm on the phone with the same friend, listening to music and playing some games. What kind of friendship is this? Maybe they live super far away or something. Sorry, my bad. They're listening to music and playing some games. Out of nowhere, I heard a bang on my window. I thought maybe my music, knowing it wasn't, but I replayed it a few times. I look at my cat on his cat tree and I noticed he's staring out the window. I go to get a video of him being weird and I caught the fucking knocking on my window. I texted my dad and he came home ASAP. He drove back around to the side of the house where my room's on, and there's bricks under my window. Somebody had stacked bricks under her window to reach it. He got out of the car and stood on them. Turns out when you stood on them, he could just barely, but he could reach my window. Tomorrow we're getting cameras to see what it is and if I'm actually crazy or not. I'll add the video as soon as I can for the people who would like to see / hear the knocking.
It's crazy. People need to stop.
Oh my God, everybody's asking for an update. She hasn't given one yet. Damn. Oh my God, how creepy. Bitch, let me just tell you, like, say our house was up higher. Our house is one level. But say our house was up higher and something like this happened. And I went out fucking side and there was bricks. The way I would choose violence, some of these people get, they get, and I understand why you're scared. 100%. I totally get that. I understand their reactions is we're just made different.
Yeah.
We are so made different. The way we'd be getting the pew-pews out. And we would be setting up traps. Yeah. Like, we're crazy.
We're going to get you before you get us.
And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I'd be like, okay, it's time to be fucking MacGyver because they done mess with the wrong bitches.
I mean, we have seen Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right.
Like, the way obviously it is personal, but the way I would take it too personal, because, I'm that girl. I'm that bipolar girl. It's like, what the fuck? Why are they attacking? Why are they trying to come after me? I would take it so personal to a level of I would be like, we're going to ruin their lives.
We've literally done nothing to
Nothing.
you.
There's nobody that should be doing this to us.
But since you picked us, now we have to be mean.
Now you're going to pay. You're going to wish you did not pick this house, bitch. So,
Honey, you can't spell petty without pretty. Or, no. Pretty without petty?
Pretty without petty.
Pretty without
Pretty
petty.
without petty. I'm not going to lie. Since you brought that cookie, I'm not going to lie. I am hungry.
I gotta go change, though.
I wish we were having barbecue. I'm not even going to lie.
I do, too. That'd be so good.
Oh, my God. The way, because every time somebody says cookout, my first reaction is not hamburgers and hot dogs. And I feel like for most Americans, that's what they think if they say a cookout.
Oh, yeah. They say cookout.
I automatically think barbecue. That's just the way I'm built. Because most of the time, that's what my family made growing up if we were having a cookout.
Oh, when I say that's a barbecue.
Right, but we just said cookout, like, for anything. Now, sometimes we said barbecue, but, like, and we always had, like, a variety. Here I am talking shit. I'm not talking shit. Honey, but I think, I'm not, here I am sound like I'm talking shit, but I do love a good hamburger. I do love a good hamburger. I need to call and make sure they got cheese, because sometimes they ain't got no fucking cheese.
It's just
unacceptable.
It is. Do better.
And onions, I hope we got it. We'll see. Okay. We're getting off topic, honey. Apologies. I'm just worried about my food. Guys, I had a blast being back. It was fun to just do some Reddit stories. And we picked some today.
They were really good ones.
This is the first time we have not had to find another story.
I know.
Got halfway through it and been like, this is fucking dumb.
Oh, gosh.
Y'all haven't seen this because I edited them out, but it's always bad. We didn't have a single bad story. It worked in our favor today.
Really good. And you did so good today, Abel.
He's so good.
He did really
such a good boy.
He did really good. He's like, I know.
He's like, yeah, I'm a star, bitch.
Look at me.
You got me. Oh, thank you, baby. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
We appreciate it.
We love you. Follow us on all the things, honey. You can find us on, obviously, YouTube. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell, honey.
Ring a ding.
So it reminds you of everything.
Everything.
And obviously, you can follow us on TikTok, Spotify, Facebook, all the shit. We love you guys, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.